Okay, so I just want to showcase my settings on the X5 to get the crisp audio that I get without an external mic. So let's get into it. This is the best part. You get home and we're gonna fire up the Mustang. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, we're going. All right, so I always do this video like once or twice a year and 3 times a year. Comments in all my videos, what's the best 360 camera to use? And you guys know me, I've been such a big GoPro guy for the longest. GoPro Max since I had, you know, the Subaru. You guys remember I had the Subaru back in the day, and then the CTSV is when it really kind of started, definitely. But we've always been rocking the 360 Max for all my videos, and then just recently this year we switched to the Insta360 X5. So don't get it confused when people say, oh, 360 camera, and then people start buying Insta360s. Insta360 just kind of like stole that the 360 name and just ran with it. So anytime anyone mentioned 360 camera, everyone just went to Insta360. But hey, their cameras are pretty good. I just never ever used them until now, until the 5th one. So once we hit the 5th, it said it had some noise, built-in noise screen, wind noise screen, something like that, right? I've got to try this out. And their cameras are no joke. Like, they are expensive. Any 360 camera nowadays, action camera, they're fairly expensive. And what sets these apart from regular like action cameras is they're not shooting just one-sided videos, I guess. They got 2 lenses that shoot 360. But anyway, so my to-go-to camera now, after figuring out all the wind noise stuff, and I think I've really got it dialed down to with using the Insta360 X5, the X5, right? Not so we kind of retired the GoPro Max now, and now all of a sudden when I want to switch to Insta360, GoPro finally comes out with their GoPro Max 2, and that thing has a, I don't know what to expect with that, because they did like a revision on the GoPro Max, and so then you had the blue letterings, and everyone's like, wow, that's really their number 2? Are you serious? And yeah, that was really disheartening. Like, that really sucked. That really hurt. That really just drove me. I'm like, I'm going to try Insta360, and you can definitely tell when I'm using the Insta360 X5. The picture quality, the video quality is just insanely good. I'll definitely show you guys some videos here. And do some voiceovers, but hands down, once you figure out the wind noise situation when you're driving, doing automotive type stuff, right? X5 hands down is going to be superior to the GoPro Max. Now the GoPro Max is shooting 5.3K, and the Insta360 X5 can shoot up to 8K. And I'm not going to get into that because it's just there's so many techie people out there, but I can tell you the video quality is much more clearer on the X5. I'm telling you, file sizes are insanely big. If you ain't got terabyte size hard drives, you're gonna have some real fun. So nonetheless, I just want to do a short video here. I am all in on the X5. I am using X5 right now. I do keep this as my backup because I have it, and no one really wants to buy these anymore. They're just kind of out of date. A lot of new action cameras out there nowadays, and I'm not using any external mics, you guys. No external mics. What you guys see in here are just raw audio, and I will get into all my Willow custom wind muffs too. But this is what I do for my wind noise cancellation stuff. Like I said, tried and true on the GoPro. For the longest time, no one could figure out how I was getting such crisp audio with no external mics. I mean, I've been telling some people, but not really a lot of people, because no one really DMs me. Because every time someone puts a camera on, it's just straight wind noise. And this has been my tried and true setup. These are actually those little stickers that you put on the bottom of your furniture. Believe it or not, that's what they are. So, and then I was like, I'm going to use the same things that I learned and put them on the Insta360 here. So I didn't do here, but I did one. There's a mic here, and then I think there's two here. I forget now. But anyways, that's what I've done. So I don't use any external mics with the Insta360, and I didn't use any with the GoPro here. And I've been trying to get into the whole dual mic setup, many mics setup, whatever. It just, to me, this sounds so natural, so good, because you can definitely tell when someone has, and you can definitely tell when someone has external mics. You know, it just, to me, it doesn't sound raw and natural. I like a little bit of wind noise, and you know, you guys can watch my videos. But anyways, let's get into some of these videos comparing the two, and then yeah, and let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I just want to showcase my settings on the X5 to get the crisp audio that I get without an external mic. So let's get into it. So what you want to do is swipe down, swipe over and over again. And then audio setting, I actually select, so they have auto wind noise reduction weak, wind noise strong, and a bunch of other ones. But I'm using 360 audio. So that I found that has been the best. And using this auto wind noise reduction weak and or strong, it makes all the audio sound super muffled. I don't really like that. It just sounds weird in my opinion. So we are rocking 360 audio. Okay, so going into the GoPro Max, if you guys are still rocking GoPro Max, audio, I don't know if you can get this to focus here, but audio, we are using 360 plus stereo and wind noise on. So I hope that helps a little bit for GoPro users. So a little bit of recap here. I have always been using the GoPro Max for many years. That's where I started out the channel. Well, 4 or 5 years ago, it's just always been GoPro Max. And now just this year, we have actually upgraded to the X5, Insta360 X5, because they introduced this built-in windscreen noise canceling device. And I don't know, I think it works okay. But for me personally, we were just rocking my custom furniture covers on both devices actually. So I hope that clarifies some stuff. And like I said, we're not using any external mics. We've just been rocking it like this, and we don't use lens covers either. But I just want to give you guys a good review, because I actually do use this a lot. You guys watch the channel. We have done over 2,000 some races, and this year we just started using the X5. So I have a lot of experience with the GoPro Max and now just Insta360. So I've tried a bunch of settings in Insta360, and this is what I recommend. And like I said, we don't use any external mics. So get to it, you guys. I'll drop some links and definitely drop a link for this one. This thing is pretty sweet for the X5. So hope you enjoyed it. Get yourself the X5. Peace out.